Hi, I'm J.Creech in Professor Coach's Biology 240 Anatomy and Physiology class, and today we are going to look at this sheep's heart for dissection. Notice I've got all my PPE on, my gloves, my mask, my goggles, my apron, got my closed-toed shoes, my old clothes, even down to the closed-toed shoes. So, we've already established that this is the anterior portion of the heart. Here's posterior. And with anatomy, you'll remember that if you're looking at something from the front, the left side is actually your left, and the right side is your right. So, with that in mind, we are going to start by cutting into. We're going to examine the left ventricle and the left atrium, which are here. As we're looking at the posterior side of the heart. So we've got our scalpel.
Our blunt tool here. So I get a finger in there. There you can see me starting to open up the heart. I'm going to try a little bit more. This is a tough muscle, tell you what.
So we've opened it up. Good look inside. See if we can open it up a little bit more. Before we get to there though, before we start cutting into it too much, you can see we have our aorta up here at the top. We've got our superior vena cava, aorta, superior vena cava. We've got a couple of other veins and arteries.
Maybe I'll open it up a little bit further.
So here we've got the left ventricle, the left atrium. So here, with my left thumb, I'll point to it with this index finger. We're looking at the left ventricle wall. This cavity is the left ventricle. Papillary muscle is that stuff all in there. The left atrium, a little harder to see, is up here. And I already showed you the aorta. So those are those cavities. A little closer up. Left ventricle. My thumb is on the left ventricular wall. Left ventricle is in here. Left atrium is up here, where my thumb is pointing. There you can see the aorta going through, or that's the here we've got that is the brachiocephalic artery. Let's see if we can get the aorta to trace down into there with our blunt probe. There's the aorta.
Now we're going to work on the right side of the heart. Expose that. some fake muscle.
I might have cut through too deep. There, you can see the right atrium. More of the right atrium. There's the right ventricle. A little bit more of the right ventricle. So that concludes our dissection of our goat's heart this week. See that we made a couple of cuts, exposed the right ventricle, the right atrium, the left ventricle, the left atrium. We found the aorta. And now we are going to move on to our cleanup procedure. Thank you very much for your time.